So open. Them island boys, watch ya, boom. Right now we under, we rum and we sensei. English harbor, you know we drink plenty. Hustle hard, rich and pocket never empty. Give thanks to blessings, it a shower, it a flow. Well, it's a rum table. Yo, Shaq, pick up yourself on this podcast. You know, you don't know what Just Stick or represent, and you're listening to the Rum Table podcast. So open, you know.
Yo, you don't know. As usual, welcome back to the Rum Table podcast.
Welcome back. You don't know?
You know me. It's the real big man thing. What do you expect?
I don't know why I can't stop vibe to this music. This intro is
And
so
as
loud.
you can tell, with me as always is my boy.
It's Shaq. You don't know. You can hit me up at Shaq_just Shaq on IG.
Yeah, and you know me. So I'm not even gonna say nothing. But I will say, if you're new or better yet a regular and you haven't liked or subscribed yet, yo, click the like button now. Right now. Subscribe now. And
Yeah, it even matter if you're on the highway. Just pull over upon that and
no,
click
right,
the like
right
button.
now.
Right
Pull
now.
over. You check? And yo, if you have already, well, big up yourself.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. You don't know. So for those that's new, you know, on the Rum Table podcast, you know, we have to start off with the drinks. That's what are we
It's
on
called
today?
the Rum of the Week. And today turn around the bottle, show them the label they dog.
Wait,
on YouTube.
wait. Let me ask you. Y'all have y'all drink? Do you have y'all drink? Make sure you have a drink ready because this is a spicy one. Make sure you have a drink ready. This is a Rum Table podcast. All right, you have it?
And we
All right.
want y'all for few what we gonna talk about.
I think they got the drink. You have it. All right.
All right.
You
So,
know, here we're gonna talk. We're gonna drink. We're gonna have some
we're
fun.
gonna have some fun with it.
All right. Let's start it. This is what, episode
7.
7.
Yo, that's crazy.
7, huh?
That's crazy. We went from we should start a podcast, and now we're episode 7.
Numero 7.
Oh shit.
All right. So we're drinking some hard thing, you know, like the yard thing. The yard man them say, yo, what we drinking? What we drinking, Shaq?
Rum and Red Bull. Nah. Today is a white rum. It's a Wray and Nephew.
Ooh, let me start pouring.
I know them man back in yard love that.
This is our first white rum
First, yeah.
on the Rum Table.
I don't know why that just look solid.
It looks dangerous.
It look deadly.
Of course, we've had it many times. It's put us on the floor a few weekends. It's numerous times. It's Wray and Nephew. Wray and Nephew. Overproof. Straight from Jamaica. Yo, let's get into the quick 1 minute rum fact.
All right, you want to hit them with the rum fact?
Oh man, let me hit them with the quick.
The quick.
All right. As for the Wray and Nephew, they say it started from 1825 when the company founder, you know, John Wray, the big Johnny, opened the Shakespeare Tavern right in a Kingston, the capital of Jamaica. It wasn't the capital then, you know.
But it was the capital after Wray and Nephew.
Well, a Wray and Nephew make it the capital now. So the rum just blow up. It became so popping that even the Appleton that everybody drinks now, it's still produced from Wray and Nephew. Their thing, their distillery is doing it. You see it?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That man running up to this day, running the Appleton estates. You know, they're still producing there. So
Okay.
it said that 90% of rum sales in Jamaica are of this.
Wray and Nephew.
Yeah, man. The man said they're using it in all the rum, most of the rum punches, you know, the Mai Tais.
Yeah, I know this is like the
go-to.
solidified rum mixer, you know?
Yeah.
This is the punch thing.
You know, when the white woman them and the people them on vacation, they're like, I want a daiquiri. This is what you get in the daiquiri. You get Overproof Wray and Nephew. So that's why they come back with a Rastaman. It's this Wray and Nephew. But it's in addition to the many rums, Wray and Nephew also produces old Tom Gin. Yeah, that's just a quick 1 minute rum fact. Some of this facts is facts.
The man's digging into the internet.
Facts
histories.
is facts.
All right.
So let's get
forward.
to it. As you can see on today's episode, we're talking about Knuckle. Cheating.
Han.
as we would Antiguans would say. Sorry, Antiguans. We call it knuckle. So,
But it's cheating. It's hard.
It is cheating.
It's when your man no come home.
Bun.
and 12
Sorry.
o'clock done.
Shaq,
Done
we're
finish.
drinking Jamaican rum now. It's bun. You get bun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's all about you get bun today. So, big up all my Jamaicans. Big up all my West Indians. We're gonna get straight into it. Shaq, what is your take when it comes to cheating? You get it? You understand it? Is there a reason for it? Should people do it? Talk to me. Let's get into it. We know this is gonna be a spicy one. I know a lot of y'all gonna have a lot to say. Say it in the comments. All right. Or you can say it at the Rum Table Instagram.
Is it? Or you can submit something at the rumtable@gmail.com.
That's right.
All right, boom.
Get into it.
Cheating. This topic here serious, boy. Not gonna lie. Cheating. All right, let's get into the first part. The first part. What is cheating?
That's how we have to start. What is cheating?
All right. So you and your partner, right? You decided to have a monogamous relationship. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Monogamous relationship, and you're supposed to just be committed to that person, and that's the only person you have sexual relations with.
Right.
And cheating is you stepping outside of that agreement and breaking contract, and piping down something else.
Pipe. But okay, so here's the thing now. Is cheating just like limited to religious beliefs? Is it like, you know what I mean? Is it because some people are for cheating, some people are not. What's the reason? Some people view cheating as, even for monogamy, even in the monogamous relationship. Woo! That's the Wray nephew.
I'm in trouble today.
Cheers.
I'm in trouble with this episode, yeah.
Ooh. Cheers to you guys there too. But yeah, let's get into it.
Is it only a religious thing?
You know, like culture, you know, those are usually the reasons what prevents people from cheating. I think it's usually religion and culture, because I feel like most people cheat. I think cheating is very common. Am I lying? Cheating is very common.
But okay, it depends. Like, what's your classification on cheating? Is it just having sex with the person? Is that how far you have to go to be considered cheating, or is it you talking to girls behind your woman's back, not telling her about it, or vice versa, where it's a man?
All right, so we still on what the definition of cheating is. So
yeah.
For some people, cheating can be as ridiculous as, to me, lusting. Like if you see somebody like, I guess would be attractive, you know, physically attractive, and
real shit.
Yeah, man. Some people would be like, yo, for example, I think me and you have a conversation a while back. Is like, yo, are you allowed to like girls on Instagram? Some people
Right.
not just like any girl. You know, the big body outside of,
Right.
you know,
Bikini,
the thong, the
Body
ting
cock
tong.
up. Yeah. We know.
Are you allowed to like that? Is because some people think that that's pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So then just imagine you being out in public and you're like, yo, that girl, they look sweet. My lover, beat that, you know. Obviously not domestic violence for my American friends. This is what we mean by pipe down. You get my point? So
yeah, you love to ride that.
right. So ride, Shaq? Well, yes. So basically,
Not riding like a horse for my equestrian.
exactly. So some people think that is cheating because it's like really. So basically, what I'm saying is certain things like that. I can understand why some people see it maybe like a sin, lusting, but it's not cheating to me.
Right. To me, that's not cheating either.
But
that's the definition of you not cheating, because you're lusting after somebody or you want something so bad, but you know morally you shouldn't do it. So you just say, you know what, man, I could do it.
You
But
never heard-
you just sit down and lust about
Yo,
it.
you never hear some people say like, I don't like you looking at her certain way. I don't like you looking at this person.
Yeah.
I know this is not so far-fetched, but we're talking about it. Like, you know how some people get, I would assume in a lot of relationships, you're not even allowed to watch porn because it's more so, I think people are affected by that person watching somebody else because you're not doing anything.
Not allowed to watch porn?
I would assume, I'm assuming a lot of people would feel weird if their partner watches porn. You never hear girls say, yo, why you can't just watch me or you can't do these things with me? You never heard that?
Oh yeah, I mean I've heard shit like that. I mean I guess
I'm sticking on lusting people. I'm not trying to lose you.
Okay.
I'm trying to so you realize the lusting part of it. Is lusting considered cheating? Because a lot of people do. We're trying to just break it down now, make people understand which part I come from.
Is lusting considered cheating? I personally would never believe that because lusting is something you really can't control.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. You're attracted to who you're attracted to. It doesn't matter your relationship status. Unless you're talking about lusting as in now you're scrolling on all their Instagram pages and you're like, you know?
Yeah.
I guess that's where the liking thing comes in.
So
if you're scrolling cheating? And liking on every picture, it could be considered cheating because it depends on your intent. Like if you're gonna like some ancient ass pictures just to get that person to see, oh, this person's like checking me out, yeah, blah blah blah. Like what does that road lead down to? Nothing monogamous, I'll tell you that much.
All right, well then that leads me to me asking, what causes cheating? What causes cheating in most situations? We can understand. I know people that has cheated for like revenge, brother.
Jeez. I think it's not a one thing. I think it has a lot of stuff. Like
what?
All right, let's say boom. I believe there's weakness. Weakness is one, right?
Weakness on whose part?
Like if I'm gonna be cheating and I'm in a relationship, then that means I was weak. I gave in to my desires then.
So like you're saying you were desiring to cheat?
Not to cheat, but I was desiring to have sex with that woman.
But then this is what's going to be interesting to some people now, because it's like how you have desires to do things with somebody else. Really? Some women won't understand that, Oh, who knows? Some guys won't understand that.
I don't believe they don't understand. I believe they don't want it to be a thing.
So you're saying, let's get this straight, It's here officially. Shaq is saying it. You're saying that it's completely fine for you to have desires for somebody else being in a monogamous relationship. So the whole point is for you to not act towards those desires.
I don't know if I would put it like that. I'll put it more like it's completely normal and natural for you to be attracted to other people, even though you're in a relationship.
Yeah, man, of course.
Okay.
I don't know who would think. I don't know why people think otherwise, but yeah, of course. Yeah. Not because you're in a relationship all of a sudden you're blind. You can't see. All of a sudden, she used to look good enough, but no, I'm in a relationship. She don't look good no more. No,
I realized, man, she never.
Nah, she was never. Yeah. It was always my woman. My woman is the only eyes I've ever seen. That's unrealistic.
Delusional.
Yeah,
delusional.
Agreed.
That's like an extreme, right? Like that goes back to the insecurity topic.
It is.
Your partner's so insecure they don't even want you to notice other people. So let's say, all right, boom. I don't have a
wait. Hold on. Have you ever heard people who cheat because they're insecure?
Yeah, we did speak about that before in a previous episode.
How so?
The topic with exes. Episode
3. Somebody cheated because they were insecure.
Episode 3, check it out.
I was there, but I'm trying to remember specifically. I was
saying like, what if somebody's so insecure?
It makes you want to cheat. Yeah, you said that. Yeah. But what I'm saying, you cheated because you're insecure.
Oh, insecurity. You were insecure?
Yeah.
Oh, meaning like, okay, yeah, that could be a thing. That's definitely, there's so many parts to why somebody would cheat. Like,
okay, got you.
I don't feel attractive, right? Like no women out there are attracted to me. Mm-hmm. I'm with my woman. But for whatever reason, my self-esteem isn't there. And then somebody comes along that's attractive and I'm attracted to them and they want me.
You're like...
It might be...
Yeah. Okay.
Which is underlying of like your weakness at that point.
I see your point.
You're weak.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's cheating is so many different reasons somebody could cheat. I remember there was this one time, this dude was in a relationship, happy all the time and whatever, and we were just chilling. We were at the club, and this dude was happy with his woman, but he just saw that exotic woman. It's like a fantasy thing for that at that point to that dude. To me,
he has a woman.
Happily, wasn't married, but they had kids, and dude just saw the woman, and just out of nowhere, he's like he didn't even have a woman no more. You check what I'm saying? I
feel like that's like, I don't know if that's weak, childish. I need to know more of the backstory. How long they've been in a relationship for? How strong is the relationship? Because the relationship don't sound that strong to me.
I mean, it wasn't that strong, but he would always say, me not trust no dirty foot girl, I love my woman. only my woman can cook for me. You know what I mean? Them kind of something.
But you just said that
But
he
then
saw his
instantly,
fantasy
he
woman.
just instantly just forgot. I don't have a woman no more, dog. Yo, what you talking about woman to me? You know what I mean?
You think it's possible that people will just cheat just because they want to, like habitual cheaters? Just
Yeah. What
Perfect.
do you mean?
yeah.
There's
You believe in
serial
that?
killers out here, dog. There's serial
Yeah, but
cheaters.
yo, you're talking. I don't understand that. You cheat because you want to. So why be in a relationship? That's what what people would ask. If
Isn't
people-
that what taboo is all about?
What?
Something you know you're not supposed to do, but that makes you want to do it.
It depends. It depends. I don't know. I don't normally feel that. I guess I don't get it because I'm never like that. Where it's like I can't do something, so I'm not gonna do it. What? Nobody likes having rules at no point or things you should be kind of confined in a sense.
No, but I think there's different people, right? There's people that like to follow rules, and there's people that like to break rules. There's people that
So why being being in a relationship to them is like, okay, I still gotta break a rule, sort of sense.
no, it's like, yo, you really like this person, or this person gives you something, right? Like a kind of stability or whatever. But at the end of the day, that's not fulfilling everything you need. And for some reason, you know what I mean? You just feel like getting that out there. It would be more for us to understand if we spoke to somebody who would cheat on their person, the other person they're with, and then how do they feel about it after? Like, did they get what they wanted out of it, or was that just a quick? You know what I mean?
Okay, well, in regards to the question that I asked you, I feel like people cheat because they're like bored. They get tired. I know people that cheat. You know what I mean? And I've asked. I'm like, yo, what's the reason? And when they do it, it's basically because, you know, you're just it's just happens. You're bored. You know what I mean?
Saying internet's not enough.
And then
for just go.
well,
Slide
I'm
in.
not saying that people are looking for cheating all the time. Or I'm not saying people don't always look to cheat. No. Like you just said, the situation pops up and then you happen to just take advantage of the situation.
Right.
But that leads me to ask you, you think people really cheat as well because, especially in a monogamous relationship, because they're tired of the one thing all the time? Well, what's your take on that?
It could definitely get to that point. Like, you know, the relationship isn't what it was before.
Okay.
Either y'all always fighting, always arguing,
Yeah,
always stress
yeah.
about money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And y'all not even fucking like you were before.
Yeah.
Which is normal. Like,
Of course, it
let's be
happens with
honest.
anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
and for whatever reason, you can't
She see
figure out a way to spice it up.
You know what happens in situations like that, no? Is that the person at work. You know what I mean? The person at work. So it's like you're fighting in a relationship, your friend at work.
Right.
Shaq listens.
Right.
And okay, bam. It just keeps getting closer and closer. You know what I mean? That's how cheating occurs. It's like the person you end up relying on to be there for you and comforting in you, and you know, then you end up.
And it's slow and it's gradual, and then eventually you're just like, yo, I didn't even notice this, but this guy can get it, you know.
Yeah. And that's how cheating happens in my eyes. It's like it gradually happens. You think men and women cheat different?
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. I think for a man, it's like it's not even that hard. Like you cheat for like smaller reasons than what you just described. Yeah, I think you cheat for smaller reasons than
what are you trying to say on a Rum Table podcast? That men are worse?
No, it's not about worse. It's just we're different. Like, I think when women cheat, it's more about something emotional.
You hear that? I think so too. No, I think that's also the global perception, and I think most guys feel like that. If a woman cheat, it's like, yeah, it was emotional. There was like some feelings involved, whereas a guy doesn't need to have any strings whatsoever attached. No man needs to be like, yeah man, me and she link all the time. No, a guy doesn't care about that. Anybody, I used to hear this saying, right? But then it's like a man can just grab pum pum to masturbate, and then once he comes to his senses. Have you ever heard that?
No, yeah. Once you fire the nut, everything's cleared up. Oh shit, I'm out of here.
What is she even in my face for? And that's how clouded guys are because of the cheat. Which I'm gonna ask you: Have you been cheated on before? And have you ever cheated?
Not that I know of, and I've never cheated.
You don't know if you've ever been cheated on.
I don't know if I've ever been cheated on.
And
I know
never.
I've never cheated.
Boom.
Unless...
Your Boston is a good guy. Hey, cheers. Cheers moment. Cheers moment, dog. Congrats to you, dog. I'm actually very impressed. I didn't know that.
Holding it down for all the brothers out here.
Yo. So, what's your Instagram? I'm kidding. Jack's taking. Jack's taking. This is crazy. I didn't know that. I'm almost sure I've been cheated on. I'm almost sure. She denied it. The only person I can think about that cheated on me. The only person I can remember right now. But it doesn't affect me. It's not a big deal. And I've definitely cheated before.
Jeez. Okay.
A couple times.
So describe. All right. So
not on my wife. Just putting that out
all
there.
right. Clear that up.
Yeah.
All right.
But
So what was your process? Why did you end up
Jesus
cheating?
Christ, were you putting me on the spot
A couple of times.
I
Just
was young. And then it's like, you know what? Being honest and transparent is because the opportunity was there, and it was ego.
Like you wanted to know you could get other bitches.
Yeah, I wanted to just know. No, it's not that I wanted to know. I know I could have, and I acted on it. And then it was like, I really could have. It was like at the end of the day, you know, your senses, and you're like, yeah, I could have.
Yeah.
But then it's like, wait, I can't take that back.
Right.
You understand? So, and I've always been transparent my whole life. If y'all can't tell from this podcast thing, this is not a facade. This is not a facade. This is it. This has always been me. I literally told my girl at the time, this is what happened.
You just went back and you're just like,
because this is just me. It's like, and I've progressed and I've learned since then. I've always I'm living a life. I've been gradually learning. You know what I mean?
And cheating is not a new thing. It's something that happens regular, especially the kind of culture we come from, where you're gonna go to a party and women are gonna want to grind up on you. It's like, at what point is the cheating not gonna come across your head? It has to come across your head.
I have definitely thought of cheating, actually.
Well, when I say cheated, nigga, like, come on, what do you mean?
What was that?
You just said you thought of cheating.
No. What I meant was, even as I got older, even what I'm gonna say is, in my relationship now, I've thought of cheating. But let me explain. And
the podcast is finished.
So this is what I mean by that, is that I feel like I'm only human. Like you just said, you get those vibes when you're out and whatever. And it'd be weird if the actual term never came to my mind. I'm in a relationship. Yeah. I know that I'm in a relationship. So you're saying that the thought of cheating has never came to my brain? I think that's weird.
No, of course.
So that's what I mean. So the thought of cheating has come to my mind. I've told my wife this before, and I said, "Hey, you know," I think she's asked me, like, if it was probably like, "Hey, you ever thought about somebody, or thought about an ex or whatever, or thought about doing something with somebody before?" And I said, "Yeah, I've thought about it. Yeah, I've definitely thought about it. I'm only human."
Yeah.
But my answer to that, I've always told, is I've thought about it, and every time I thought about it, I'm like, that'd be the dumbest thing I'd ever do.
Right.
Because I'd lose you and I'd lose my family. There's no way. Nothing is worth losing.
Right,
you guys, there's nothing I could do that's worth losing you guys.
Right.
But I didn't have a child even at that time. I'm saying there's nothing worth losing you.
Right.
And so I have common sense to know that I'm not going to cheat.
Right. I mean, and thoughts is, we don't come with it's not like an ad. We don't have an ad blocker on Windows.
Yeah, I can stop my mind from thinking.
You have to think about it first.
Yeah. So, and that's me being honest. I've literally said that to her. And I can only be honest. Shoot me for my thoughts, fine. But it's like that's the reality, and I can appreciate that. Yo, you mean enough to me that I'm not gonna cheat.
Right.
And if it is that I feel like I'm lusting or I have these thoughts about somebody, I would have just had to tell you, like, yo, clearly something's wrong in our relationship that's leading me to do that. But that leads me to ask you, what about the people that decide that, you know what, we don't have cheating. Cheating is not in our relationship because we have an open relationship, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So you lead to that point. What do you think because I've asked people who I know who have cheated and so on. I said, yo, why not just be open? Why not just tell your woman? Like, why not just be yourself? Because you're not cheating just because, just any single reason. There has to be some underlining reason behind it, right? Why not just tell your partner or whatever, like, yo, this is how I feel. If it is that I like other girls or whatever, why not communicate that? We like other girls together or whatever it is, whatever you're into.
That's just a trust.
But
it's just trust.
The answer that I get is that, nah, man, they won't understand.
It's a trust issue. Like,
that's what I was asking about religion and culture stopping you from doing certain things earlier.
No, I don't know if that comes back to religion and culture. I think that's more just a trust issue. Like, all right, let's just say, hypothetically, I went and I spoke to my woman and I said, you know what, babes, I feel like I'm attracted to this girl. And I feel like I want to bring her into our relationship just one time. We just have some fun with it, blah, blah, blah. Just go with the situation.
Yeah.
And my woman is like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? You trying to... Oh, so you like girls now? So other girls you want to fuck, and now you feel so bold and out of order that you want to come and tell me about us? Nah, right. Man. And then now you feel like that's all happening in your head, right? You're already just working up a situation where your woman would never trust you again like that. Like, you know what I mean?
But is that a way to live though, when you can't be honest with the closest person to you? So you live in a hidden life? It's not a hidden. That's the part that I don't, It's not really hidden. It's like, it's not, you're cheating. You're cheating. You're hiding it, brother.
I'm saying that when those thoughts come into your head, it might not be right at the start of your relationship. Because you're still trying to navigate this person and actually what our relationship means.
You're still trying to pretty much, reel them in.
Right. You're still courting each other, even though you're together, blah, blah, blah.
So you can't be open from the beginning, whether you like cheat. Yo, listen, me love cheating, or you want to be with me, tell me. Or if you want this to have an open thing.
Or not cheating. It's more like, imagine on the first date, you're just going to be like, yo, just so you know, there's going to be other people involved. I'm just letting you know that I'm going to bring girls home to you. So we're going to pipe down. We're going to deal with girls.
Okay, maybe not the first date, but you're getting somewhat serious. You shouldn't just tell them, yo, I don't believe in having just one person.
But what if that's not even your
one gal Anna enough?
Yo,
one gina Anna for me.
No, what if it's like remember at the start of the relationship you're so like involved with your partner, right? You're so like, you guys will want to do the most shit. You'll be energetic all the time around each other and shit. There comes a point though where it might start to change. Your mind might start to transform where maybe you've been watching some porn and shit.
Okay.
Maybe you've seen these girls down in Carnival and you're like, yo, you know what I mean? I just want to try something else different. Like you said, bored. But instead of you saying, yo, let me go cheat, you just say, yo, let me bring this up to my woman. And then your woman blows up on you. You must be out there cheating and shit. Oh, that's what you were doing the other day? You're talking about you were working late? You know what I mean? Yeah. So now, instead of going that route, most dudes might just be like, let me just not even bring up nothing, boy. Let me just bury this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Going back to that. Going back to the culture part of it, right? I've heard somebody say that cheating on a black person or black people in general it sounds wrong. Black people in general accept more cheating. It's been more like, for example, everybody knows, not everybody, when a white person, when cheating is involved, like a white man cheats on a white woman, he knows white woman's taking him to court. Black people not doing
it's
that.
An instant divorce. Okay.
Right.
Oh shit! I wonder if that's just black people or if it's a specific cultural thing.
What do you mean?
Like, I wonder if it's black people in Africa that are more accepting of cheating than a white man in North America and his woman.
Yo, because here's the thing, in regarding to that, white man, I don't think that, the saying, black man don't cheat. Me and you can attest to this. Our white friends that cheat as much as the black people but they do it differently. In the sense of what? white man buys cheating. You know what I mean? They buy pum pum
Okay.
more, right?
Right.
I don't know that many black guys that do. Not up here in North America.
Right.
White man buys pum pum now, and they literally tell you, you know what? I can't do this with my wife. I'm not gonna cheat with somebody else like a regular person. They have to go to an escort, to a strip club or whatever.
Back page, back in
the days.
Yeah.
Cancel. And while black guys will just do it with more
like
people.
A random
person.
Meet a random person. Yeah.
Right.
No, that's 100%. That's fine.
That is a culture thing, you know.
Okay.
I feel like statistically speaking, it's been like that. That's the numbers.
I feel like that's the experience I've had around that situation.
Yeah, greatly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And I mean, if we all right. Before we even carry on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know we've had a couple listeners,
mm-hmm.
you know, want to.
Yeah, there's been people that wanted to comment in regarding to this, so I definitely think we should listen to what they have to say.
We've had what? We've had a few.
Yeah,
for this topic specifically.
We have. There's been our listeners have been very in tune.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Dari, our great friend Darian has to say. I've been listening on the podcast. Shout out yourself, Darian.
So first things first, I truly believe, in my opinion, cheating is a choice. You're not forced to cheat. You choose to cheat. You're actively cheating. You put yourself in a situation where you cheat. And my whole problem with this topic is just that I can't figure out why the fuck men cheat. And I'm just looking at it from my perspective as a woman, because I really want to know. Like, it baffles me to the point where, you know, men have become so bold.
True.
It's so natural for them to cheat. It's so casual for them to cheat. It's like a everyday thing for them. You know?
Wait,
that it just feels normal. And there's so many ways I could go about saying what I want to say, and there's so many questions that I have, but to keep it short, I just have 2 questions.
Okay.
And my first question is, I need y'all to tell me, I need y'all to help me make it make sense. Do y'all think that there's such a thing as a good excuse to cheat? And then not only that, but the second question would be, if you know that you have a desire to cheat, or you're motivated to cheat for whatever reason, right? And you don't wish to be with your partner anymore, or you wish to step outside of your relationship, why not end that relationship? And this whole thing, like, you know, what I'm honestly hearing most times is like, when you ask men why they cheat, they say, oh, it's human nature, you know, it's instinctual, it's in their DNA, you know, it's been happening ever since way back in the olden days when they had, you know, kings and rulers and different people, you know, who had multiple wives and multiple mistresses.
Concubines.
And, you know, they say, oh, today's society is just all wrong because we're now, you know, changing our way of thinking and thinking that we should only be with one person. But I just think that's a cop-out. I really think it is. Like, why can't you just be with one person, committed to one person? I think this generation, and we in general, we have this commitment issue and this loyalty issue, and we're not being committed to one person. We want to go here, there, and everywhere and have our cake and eat it too. And I need y'all to help me to make it make sense.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't know the best way to make it make sense. You know, every situation is different.
Can't make sense.
You know?
Can't make sense from where she's coming from.
I mean, I absolutely right, Nadarian. Like, there's definitely the people that use it as an excuse. Like, you know, say the Africans them must have 20 wives.
Oh, it's an easy excuse, man. About kings. Come on, dog. That's a whole different breed of human being.
Yeah, but you see, I agree what she's saying though. Why is it that you just can't be open? Why can't you just say this and that? Why use it as an excuse? If it is that you believe that you're supposed to live like a king, why not just say it from the start? You know, why reel somebody in?
Weakness. If you truly believed you were a king, you would move like a king from the start, like you say.
Yeah.
You think a man like Martin Luther King would have just got up and been like, you know what, these guys are pressuring me, so I'm just gonna give up on my mission.
Yeah.
Nah, like, if you truly believe you're a king, that's who you are. You just move that way regardless. You don't care about what's the consequence.
Nah, Yo, somebody want to respond to Darian?
So all right, play the clip.
Let's see what you have to say. Yeah, I got a message now straight from my boy Jermaine. Let's see what Jermaine have to say. Jermaine, what you have to say in regards to this?
Good morning. Big up the podcast of the morning. Big up Shaq and big up Richard.
You done now. Big up yourself.
Yeah, upon that topic, I talk about cheating. Let me keep it spicy, short and spicy.
Spicy.
Cheating is a choice, as what the young lady said. But it's like she basically leaning cheating towards men. Women do cheat.
Everybody
and she asks, why do men cheat? Why do women cheat? People cheat because they want to cheat. Nobody can force anyone to cheat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So people just basically cheat because they want to cheat. Some people cheat in a season, out of season. Still doesn't matter. You're still a cheater. You get what I say?
Yeah.
Unless you value everything we have and you want to lose it, you're not going to cheat.
Like
but just say, we're living in a new world where nobody really value anything. So they just, if I lose this person tomorrow, I will find a next person. So that's what it all come down to, you see me? So this need like a round table talk, but we keep it short and spicy.
Yeah,
so
man.
cheating is really a choice. You see me?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You think that cheating is a
Oh,
choice?
it's 100% a choice. It's an action you have to do.
Yeah, but
you literally have to do the action. You have to make the decision.
But you see what Jermaine is saying. Oh, big up Darian, big up Jermaine.
Yo, for real. I have something to say about what Darian said too.
No, well, go say what you have to say.
I wanted to say, what if you're in a situation, right, where the person you're with, you want to leave them. You tell them you want to leave them.
Yeah.
And you know you want to deal with somebody else. So you do the right thing.
Yeah.
Before you deal with them, you tell them, yo, I'm going to cut off this relationship. It's not going to work. And this person decides that they're going to tell you they're going to kill themselves.
What?
They try to hold you hostage. They say, yo, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself.
What are you supposed to do about that? Well, go on with your business, no man. What you want me to do?
Really? Some people wouldn't
So
leave.
you stay in a relationship. That had to do with culture thing again. My thing is, like how Jermaine is saying, yo, me in a business. Like some people are gonna cheat, and that's what it is. Cheaters are just cheaters. I mean, I didn't agree with it.
Some people are gonna kill themselves when you leave them.
What you want me to do? So you're supposed to stay? You're supposed to stay?
No, I'm saying, how do you navigate that?
That seems like an extreme. How common is that situation, though?
I don't know. I just know a couple times.
So I'm supposed to be held hostage, brother. What do you think about what Jermaine said in regards to that? You think? Well, I was. No, we brought it up before.
All right, he agreed with her. Mm-hmm. She's right. It's a choice. Mm-hmm. It's 100% a choice.
Well, I guess. What? I guess it looks like we have a next person here who wants to say something. So I'm agree here with my boss.
The lines them hot.
The lines them hot tonight. Greg, what have you saying regarding to this?
So a man copulating with several females. I don't think nature sees it as cheating. Human beings refer to it as cheating. The whole point of sex is to procreate. Nature created sex with the duty to procreate and to create life. And as far as nature is concerned, the more the merrier. Okay? If you would sit and have a conversation with nature and says, nature would say, no, that's not cheating, that is life. Right? Now, where nature would say cheating comes in is when the intent of having these relationships is about sex and not to procreate.
Okay.
Then nature would say, you know what, you're cheating now because you're doing this thing not with the intent, not in the way that I intended it to be done. But because as human beings, we are creatures of self-pleasure.
Yeah, selfish.
And we tend to pervert things in a way that suits our own pleasures. Right? So if a man copulates with several women with the intent of procreation, we cannot say it's cheating. When we would probably consider it cheating is when it is done in the intent for sexual gratification and personal benefits. Then we can say, yeah, you know what, this is cheating.
What do you think, Shaq? What do you think about
All
Greg?
right.
Big up yourself, Greg.
Definitely big up yourself. Yo, all right. So everything you just said makes sense, right?
It's about, like, because you're saying it does have to do with Mother Nature in a sense.
Yeah.
We were made to have 17 wives minimum. 17 women.
No. When you ask yourself, what is sex for? It's to procreate. Like you say, it's to procreate. It's to,
Yeah, but
go forward and multiply, blah, 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 and carry on your species.
But what Greg is saying though, most guys who cheat, they're not trying to breed no next guy. They're not trying to breed the next guy.
That's what I was trying to say. Is there any? I wonder if there's anybody ever in the history of mankind that just wanted to go forward and multiply.
Of course.
No, dog. I'm saying, was there anybody in the history of mankind that wasn't having sex for the pleasure of it? Anybody just went out there and said, yo, I mean, even business, how the sex feel, dog? I'm about to breed all these 25 women.
I'm sure there's many people that do that.
Just for the sake of breeding a woman?
Of
just
course.
To carry on
Just to carry on the legacy, yes. It's been
that's
known.
Insane.
Yeah, because you want your last name to live on, brother. People just like having kids. Just come on, that's been known from times. There's people, especially like rich family back then. You know that, like the Rockefellers and them, who would literally impregnate their own family just to keep even the procreation within the family, keep it going. Especially, what about when there's like you want to have kings and whatever, and you know, just to keep it with the last name and keep it with kings, you literally try to keep procreating to have and reproducing to have boys, so to keep the legacy going.
Oh yeah, that's facts.
Yeah,
but every time they would have had sex, it would have felt good, and they would just use that as an excuse. No, you telling me that they just got up like gotta procreate, gotta carry on this line, so let me go fuck these women.
So in regards to what Greg is saying, you're thinking it's always, if cheating is Mother Nature's, it's supposed to be a thing that we're supposed to do naturally. Right? Because, I don't know, guys are clearly dogs and we're supposed to just be running wild all the time and can't be tied down, right?
Yeah.
Then if that is the case, how can it sounds contradicting at the same time.
Right, because us as human beings, we already are far removed
we
from
only
nature.
do it for pleasure.
That's the way I look at it. Like, all right, if I'm a king right now, I'm going to use an excuse like, yo, I want to carry on my family line.
Yeah.
So I need 17 maidens. Yeah, I'll have my queen.
Yeah.
Well, designated as my queen.
Mistress.
But I need, I need 26 different women.
What's the reason?
And I'll breed them because I'm a king. Yeah. And I want to carry on my line.
And you know you can.
But I know this is going to feel good. Like, I know the power that comes with it. I'm going to be able to do this, whatever I feel like. That's the way I look at it. I think we're too complex to just leave it as, you know what I mean? Cheating versus nature, blah, blah, blah. But what he's saying is facts, because when you look at the animal kingdom, animals know no business.
True. Very true.
Even the animals that pair up will still, you know what I mean? Cross paths with the next thing in heat.
Like lion and stuff.
Yeah. All that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Moving on. Should you stay when regarding to cheating?
Like if somebody cheated on you, should you stay in a relationship?
Yeah. Does it depend, do they have to have things to keep it intact, finances, children, you know what I mean? Is there ever a time where people should stay together because, they've been cheated on? Or,
I think the real question is, can you find a place of fully trusting your partner after there's cheating involved?
It's possible, It's not impossible. It's possible. Anything is possible.
But is it possible for everyone?
You don't know everybody.
Right.
It all depends. I think you have to be like opened, like very transparent afterwards. You have to be like, yo, you can see my phone every time. You have the password to my phone, my password to my email, see my calls. You're supposed to be able to reach that person anytime. It sounds a bit toxic.
It not lasts. That's my views on it. It can't last because now we're not doing this because this is just what we do. We're doing this because I cheated.
Yeah, but you're going on like if you cheat, you don't have a reason to want to stay in it. People cheat and really feel remorseful, And they're like, yo, I know I fucked up. Let me try and make it work. And this is one of the ways you'd have to make it work. It's like, if you see that person's going through a little thing and they want to vent, you're supposed to be very, patient. You can't get defensive. You have to listen. You know what I mean? It's all these things. Not saying you weren't supposed to do that anyway, but extra patient. You know, just
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
It's
then
like,
that's also the same as you not being you.
because you weren't doing it before.
Yeah, if you know that it's the same. Like in the instance where you said, why don't you just be open from the start? You know that one woman is not gonna be enough.
Yeah.
All right, now boom, let's flip the coin. Cheating already occurred. Are you the person that needs to be this fucking transparent that you have to like give up your phone every time? Your woman just has has an instance of feeling a kind of way. You know, you have to give up everything.
Well, if you want a person to forgive you, then of course you have to.
But then that makes it feel like you're a slave to the thing. Like
You
like
want the
you
relationship to work or not?
Like you go to work and you're still on probation.
Yeah.
And you know that you can't fuck up. You already fucked up 3 times.
Yeah.
4 times.
Yeah.
You know, if you fuck up the next time, you're fired. That's the pressure you're living with now in my head. Is like, and that's like endless. That's until you know what I mean? Until when?
The thing, it's gonna go back to the same question. Do you want to work there? That's the thing. If you don't want to work there, you leave. So if you want to be in a relationship, you stay. And if you don't, then you just leave.
Yeah.
But if you want it to work and you want to gain my trust again after you cheated, and I decided to stay off and give you, then these are my terms.
But that's us talking as us. Like this is what we would do. But what about the people that would just feel trapped? What about the people that have 3 kids with this woman, a house, and you know what I mean, and it's so much, and debts all piled up, and you know what I mean, and you know what the child support payments is gonna be.
Yeah, you're true. It's true. It's very true.
You know it's not gonna work out in your favor. So, like in that situation, what do? You know what I mean? How does it work after cheating has occurred?
Let's ask the listeners this: if your partner cheated on you, what would you prefer? Right? What would you prefer? That they rather be honest or they never tell you? That's the thing.
Yeah.
What would you prefer? Y'all leave it in the comments. You know how to reach me at Real Big Man Ting. That's TING, Instagram, Twitter. Or you can reach us at The Rum Table on Instagram and Twitter. And, Shaq in the socials.
Shaq_just_Shaq.
Yeah, let me know. I would love to hear what y'all have to think. Or let's just see. If you cheated on your partner, this was a question that I got from somebody. If you cheated on your partner but knew it was a mistake, would you tell them straight up?
If you cheated on your partner but knew it was a mistake, would you tell them straight up? So
or prefer they never found out. They told me not to mention their name.
All right, so that's automatically like you feel remorse, right? You feel bad that you did it. Because your partner still don't know yet, right? You feel bad that you did it. You might as well just say it, yo, because that'll eat you up. I mean, can you imagine living your whole life wondering when is this person gonna find out? When it comes to cheating, it kind of feels like
people do that though.
I don't know how they do that. To be honest, like I know, and I have brethren that are in that situation, and I don't know how they do it. To be honest, I couldn't live like that. Could you imagine? It
was a mistake.
Could you imagine you accidentally ran over somebody?
And people do hit and run all the time.
You accidentally ran over somebody and they managed to slide out off the road, and you know they're dead. The speed that you hit them, you know they're dead.
So should you call the police?
But they slid off the road.
Yeah.
What do you do? And the option you choose is to not tell nobody and just go on about your business.
Hit and run happens all the time.
So now what? You just have to live your whole life wondering if every little doorbell you hear open, cling, the bar door open.
Yeah. You're not comfortable. I mean? Yeah.
I couldn't do that shit. Me personally, I'd rather just deal with the consequences.
That's
and
your
just
take
bring
on
it
it.
out.
Yeah, I've told, and you guys got my answer to that. I pretty much answered this question when I said earlier that I've cheated before in my younger days, and I've told them straight up that this is what happened. I guess this is the part for the questions from the listeners, because I have another question. Everybody's trying to be anonymous, because this is like real life situations, Somebody asked, does it matter whether it was safe sex or not?
Bomboclat. Does it matter? I don't really think it matters. Cause if you find out your partner cheated, do you really give a fuck about all that knowledge? Or does that just add on to the pile? You know what I mean? Boom. I got cheated on. Your mountain of shit that you're going through right now is so huge already.
Yeah.
The knowledge that it was raw? makes it worse somehow. Like I don't know.
Really?
As I said, I don't know if I've ever been cheated on, so I wouldn't know. But I don't feel like it does. Like
it shouldn't matter.
Nigga was beating it raw. What? You got cheated on regardless.
But here's the thing. I was having a conversation with somebody, and we were wondering. We were asking each other, would you? Not only would you want to know, the question is, would you want to know what happened in the cheating?
When you say, would you want to know what happened?
Like, okay, so your partner comes to you and they're like, yo, I cheated. Would you want to know exactly what they did?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, trust me, you don't want to know when all is said and done, but in the moment, yeah, you want to know.
All right, so your partner comes to you and tell you like, yo, I had sex with so and so. You want to know exactly what they did?
It's like,
yeah, madman.
I really wouldn't want to know, but in the moment, I feel like I would want to know.
Yo, I was talking with my brethren and them, and we're having this conversation between each other. And my brethren said all he kept thinking about is that it happened to him. He was cheated on, and he kept saying, all he kept wondering was like, yo, the man cocky must have bigger than me, dog. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Really? You wouldn't want to know?
No, you cheated on me, then you violated what we've been doing. You violated the relationship. Yes. I don't want to know.
But you wouldn't want to be like, yo,
I don't.
They went to this club together. Now I can't even go to this club.
I need to know the whole history of cheating. I need to know how your whole day went. I don't business. You cheated, you violated, go about your business. Which leads me to my next thing, When women cheat, we are way less forgiving.
Wait. When
a woman cheats on a guy, we don't care. Like the relationship, we are quick to end the relationship when a woman cheats.
Well, remember what I told you.
Where a woman would stay in the relationship, knowing that she would actually know that you're cheating, and just pretend that she doesn't know. Like she'd act like she doesn't know. It's very common. I've seen it many times.
I think most women would at least come down to the point of trying to work and forgive them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Women are more forgiving.
Isn't that a society thing?
A culture thing?
Men are dogs.
So they allow it?
Men are dogs. So it's like women already view us as stupid.
Yeah.
Men are dogs. So it's like, this nigga, he's just one of them niggas.
Yeah. So,
but if a woman cheats on you, it's not for, it's not for some casual like, gotta cheat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you feel it more, and that's why you lift up. You lift up and you're like, yo, I'm gone.
Because you already know you lost this woman already.
Yeah.
Even if she stay with you right now, you still already lost her. For her to go that step.
That is a messed up part, because honestly, I've seen it so many times. Women would more settle and be like, you know what? I know he's cheating. I'm not going to bring it up. I know. And women know.
Oh, shit.
That's another reason why I never cheat, because I wouldn't even be able to hide anything from my wife. So there's no reason I'd even bother with that. But the thing is, women would know and just low you. She would low, And then maybe later on, she just ends up cheating. And it's like, you think I don't know about so and so and so from so long? Right. Like, yeah.
I more
give
feel
me a break. But the guy would never wait. You could have cheated on her 50 times now, and she cheated on you one time.
It bites you different.
The girl, you're gone. You can't stay. We have so much ego problems too. Which leads me to ask you, I'm not gonna keep it too long for the people, but no, because of that, should you tell people, like, should you have a conversation with people in terms of, I'm gonna make it a two for one. Should you have a conversation with your friends, or should you tell anybody if you've been cheated on? Because cheating can lead to like a mental, it can put you in like a mental depression state or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of shameful.
Yeah.
You understand? So you think, is it mentally damaging, and should you tell anybody? Like, let's just say you've been cheated on.
It's mentally damaging. Because, as you said, men, we have an ego problem. I don't know how come society grows us that way. But we're raised with a certain level that we have to have a certain kind of ego about ourselves, or else we're not a man, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, it is mentally damaging. And then when it comes to the point of should you talk to your people, of course. But we don't talk about enough shit between ourselves. Like, We don't talk about finances. We don't talk about
True. Very true.
Things we've been through at all. Like, yo, you been cheated on, dog. Big deal. It happens. You think you're the first? You're not the first nor last. Somebody just cheated as I just finished that last sentence.
Of course. Chelsea cheating right now.
You know what I mean? So
drinking Ray Nephew, they're cheating.
Yeah, life is about learning experiences. So if you've been cheated on, speak about it with your boys. Your boys are gonna roast you because it's fucking hilarious.
If you come to me right now, you're like, yo, you get Knuckle. I'm gonna be like, yo, we have so much weird conversations. We've spoken about this. If you got cheated on, the first thing I'd probably want is murder. I wonder what kind of position the man does. You get me? And that's how we got. And then it's like, well, you know, you're my boy, you know. So it's like, yo, everything good? Yeah. And it's gonna be like, yo, well, you know, you get over that now. Let's go out.
Let's go out. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Man. Let's deal with that, you know?
Yeah. So
it's a part of life.
But that's also the support group you need to have.
Yeah.
Because I also know we have some circles that are ruthless. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You get roasted for a while, and then, you know, they'll take care of you. They'll talk to you. They'll help you out. Yeah. But then there's also, I know there's people out there that would just roast you and then leave it at that. Make you feel worse, you know? Yeah. Make you feel like less of a man.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, I guess we can pretty much end this by saying cheating happens. There's no one reason why you cheat. In my defense, I can pretty much say you can just be open about it, and if you're not, then it is what it is. We're living in the times where, you know, some people are more open in relationships.
There's
polygamy is a thing. And I guess you need to I guess either not settle or just mention what your worth is from the start. You know what I mean?
No, it's just not settled. Like you said, there's people are way more open now than before. You think in the 1900s people could have been like, oh, I want to have sex with random people sometimes and just bring them home, and you can have sex with random people too. What?
Yeah, but the thing is though, it's easier to cheat, I think, back then than it is now. There's no social media back then. There's no Instagram.
How many people are posting a picture and it's just one little strand of hair upon the person's hoodie, and let me zoom in on that. Oh, I know that hoodie.
Nothing is. And the thing is, I'm going to say this to you girls, especially the social media era girls, is that they always talking about this and that, what kind of couple goals and relationships they want to have. A lot of those are not realistic. And then when you do have some man, you post, like you said, his piece of his shirt.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're trying to hide them from the world. So you're not even in a for sure relationship.
Right. It's already
hidden.
doomed.
Not saying that posting your person makes it for sure, but I'm just speaking.
It's just one piece of the puzzle though. That guy knows how he feels about you,
right?
Just posting a piece of his shirt,
or the guy tells you don't post me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just so look out for the red flags.
Yeah,
make sure it's a relationship that you want from the start, and if it's not, like you said, don't settle.
Well, have some self-esteem. I mean, I just said have some self-esteem, but I know that's not how it works. I'm just saying, though, that it's too many people out here, and we're way too connected nowadays for you to just settle with something that you're not comfortable with. So if you know that you're the type of man or woman that needs to have bare different partners at a time, just tell the person.
Just say, yo, I like plenty women.
It's enough people out there. There's how much dating website?
Yo, I have plenty soldiers I need for March.
You check what I'm
saying?
saying?
You can only have one at a time. You see me?
I need a plantation by tomorrow. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Man, I try to raise a little farm and a little football team.
You helping me or you stepping on? There's people out here creating websites, actual websites.
What's that?
For finding their perfect partner.
True.
Like, okay, that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
So just know there's somebody for you.
Okay, so then what about, because you're saying that you shouldn't settle. What about if you're older? What about for the older people? And them. You know what I mean? Where it's like
I had this conversation with my
woman. Time is ticking.
I had this conversation.
You know what I mean? You wanna you don't have enough time to settle down. I'm not gonna say you don't have enough time, because I mean time is there, But at the same time, you feel more pressured. Everybody's around you is in relationship, and everybody around you is getting married. Whatever. It pressures some people not to get into relationship,
Right.
and they're not thinking of their self-worth. So now would end up with some vagabond, some man that say, yo, me fling 2 seed and go about my business,
Right.
But she catch with the game.
Right.
And she's like, Marati, the boss man, knuckle me
Out
bare
of
time.
desperation, yeah.
And she didn't see the red flag. What do you think about that in terms of...
She saw the red flag. She ignored the red flag.
Well, no, man. People can play games. Guys can play the game.
Come on, dog.
What I'm
you
saying...
You see the red flag.
You see the red flag.
Because afterwards, people are always like, I noticed this, but I didn't pay attention to it. You seen the red flags. You just never paid attention to it.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the people who feel like their time is running out and they end up settling because... you want to procreate like we were talking about earlier. You want to settle down. Sometimes you just end up settling for the piece of shit.
I mean,
what should they do?
What's the priority? Is the priority to procreate? Do you need to have a kid of your
Well,
own?
you have to understand, on a woman's point of view, your time is running. Your biological clock is running out.
Right.
So what should they do?
But is that? I mean, okay. I believe that's your whole life mission is to create a child, right?
Right, as you were saying.
We don't have no other mission in life.
Okay, so then can you imagine how they feel?
So they probably feel. I mean, that's a messed up spot to be in. So when it comes to that, I don't know. I don't know if you should just settle because at the end of the day, that's still gonna be the person that helps raise your kid, or not.
So they should definitely,
because you get catch with the game, like you say.
Yeah.
Man just come fling 2 seed and disappear.
So should they never settle or just...
What's worse? The question to me is, what's worse? Should you settle and try to make a kid that the kid's not going to be taken care of? Or should you just not have a kid? Should you not settle and make sure that at least you're not bringing a child into the world that's going to struggle so hard?
It's a tough situation now. The reason why I'm saying this is because there's situations where women, are focusing more, being more independent. They're trying to get their career up and going, you know what I mean? And by the time they're ready, you know what I mean? It takes 10 years to get a degree, master's degree, whatever. They're in their 30s now. They only have a limited amount of time.
And you go to the doctor tell your eggs is all dried up.
So what are they supposed to do?
I mean, by the time you get to that age, it's too late, regardless. Like, what can you do? I mean, 37 it's not like it's impossible.
No, of course not. 37 is still young.
Yeah, you find your person, you keep trying and keep trying. And there's things that you can do to help increase your odds of having a healthy birth.
Yeah.
But just know that there's also side effects and consequences, and if you go ahead that route and you wait till you're 37, it's chances that it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, true.
That's just the life we live.
That's just the life that we live. So basically, I mean, I guess, I don't know if you can just take time out within your career and also trying to, but women would say they don't need a man and whatever. So it's like a gamble, but I don't want to say that leads into people cheating, but I was more so saying like, it's a progression where no, you're gonna have to start settling down for a relationship and what kind of relationship you're settling in, because just like anything, you fail a few times sometimes, and then you gradually get into something that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Well, even us right now, right? We're on the topic of cheating. Do we know? Are we guaranteed to know that the people we're with right now?
No, of course not. No, of course not.
We don't know that it's gonna work out.
Right.
Everybody that got divorced obviously thought it was a good idea to get married at some point.
Right.
And how many people have like 4 kids and then get divorced? You know what I mean? So I mean,
and people that stay in a relationship regardless of being cheated on.
Right.
There's many scenarios. So you just have to make it work for you. I believe in never settling and live your life to the truest. Make sure that you're enjoying life. That's how I believe.
Be you.
Whether it's by yourself or with somebody. So if it is that you think you don't need a man, then you don't need a man. Or you don't need a woman, or whatever you're into. You see me?
Yeah.
So,
and understand that there's also gonna be some people out there who just like doing bad shit. People out there that just like to cheat.
Like Jeremy saying, some people just like to cheat.
Yeah, if you just like to cheat, then I ain't got no advice for you, dog. Do you? 'Cause that's fucked up. But in my eyes, not yours.
I agree. But yo, big up all the listeners and them, honestly, and those that really tuned in and gave their inputs on this episode.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Yo, I appreciate y'all. I respect and always. And honestly, I love y'all. You done now.
Y'all could just listen in and not even like. So the fact that y'all are sending in submissions,
I love it. I love it. So any questions y'all have, make sure you hit us up. As usual, it's the Rum Table on Instagram, and you can hit us up if you have any questions, submissions, whatever. It's the rumtable@gmail.com, and it's also at Real Big Man Ting on Instagram and Twitter. You know how to reach my boy Shaq as always.
It's Shaq_just Shaq on Instagram.
Shout out to John, Wray, Big John.
Okay.
Wray and Nephew was delicious.
I don't know why my head feels so dark.
Yes.
Different,
Cheating is a thing. You don't know. But as always, thank you guys. Big up yourself. Rum Gods out. Peace.
Well, it's a rum table. Yo, Shaq, pick up yourself on this podcast. You don't know a Just Sticker represented. You're listening to the Rum Table podcast. So,